Hi there, I'm Alice Woodard and this is my web development project. So we'll get straight stuck in. So I am using Visual Studio Code for this rather than PyCharm. I was having some difficulty getting the Django framework to properly work within PyCharm, but I found Visual Studio Code worked perfectly, and it also gave me a better understanding of the virtual environment in which Python runs the web server. So I'll get started by running the web server. So I will use Python manage py run server, which will start the web server here. I think I had it open already. So as you can see, this is just the home page, which is also the About Me section for this page. Yeah, and we've got education here. As you can see, the title updates for each page. That's what content is on this page. We've got experience as well. And we've got contact me, which does these little zooming in and out for these ones as well, which take you to, for example, if it loads, my LinkedIn page and GitHub as well as my Instagram. Right, so back to the code. So I'll start out by saying I use dynamic content for this web page. I started out by using base.html, which serves the navbar and the footer, as well as some settings such as these ones for your character sets and stuff, and also loads the style sheets for each page. So as you can see, this is the Bulma framework on this one, and underneath is a local style sheet that I'm using as well. So here you can see I'm dynamically loading the title, which I'm doing, you'll see in a minute as I open another page, but it passes it through, so it knows kind of which page you're on and updates that accordingly. So as you can see, here's the nav bar at the top, which is the same on every page, and that just links to the other pages. Here is where we insert the content from the other pages. So that is where kind of all the text and stuff, other like images and stuff fits in nicely in there. And it leads us to the footer down here, which is the same on every page again. So I'll go onto the home page, and as you can see, we start by extending the base HTML document. So that brings everything from that document over and then passes in this content for that block content bit we saw in the previous document. So that just all gets nicely passed in there and sits within that purple box there. So as you can see, we've got title, we've also got one of these little lines for separation. Here we just have some static data, which has been styled with Bulma. And as you can see, the Bulma is dynamic. So for example, if I were to shrink this just a little bit, hang on, whoop, there we go. As you can see, it scales correctly. And scrolling a bit further down, we see we are passing some skills and also some hobbies. So this is dynamic data, which is managed through the Django admin portal, which I'll show you in a little bit. Next up we have experience. Now there's not much to see on this page, honestly. This is primarily static content. Actually, I don't think there's any dynamic content on this page, but it just kind of fills it out a bit more. And that's just passed into that base.html, as this document's also an extension of that. So all of this content here, again styled with Bulma, is all passed through. So going on to education, here you can see we've got some more dynamic content down here. So that's for module titles and module descriptions. Again, I'll show you that in the Django admin portal in a minute. We've got some more static data up here. And again, it's been styled with Bulma, so it's got that kind of scalable content and stuff. And the last one, there wasn't much to put on this page, but I've just linked some social media sites. So when you click on the images, which are stored in static here, it takes you to the social media pages. and again that's extending the base HTML file. But that was styled with style.css. Now there is quite a bit of redundant data in here. I was playing around with this file a bit. You can see kind of nav link and message body, I think, and something else. There is a bit of redundant data in here, but there is the social links bit kind of directly relates to that, and you can see I've got some stylings for header and body and stuff there as well. And just to show kind of the models and the classes and stuff, so if we go on to models.py, you can see I've implemented 3 classes. So I've got skill, hobby and education. So skill and hobby only have kind of 1 field each, but education, that has 2, and it's got different types as well. It's got the character field and the default option for that, because it can't be left blank. And this little piece of text here, this little function here, that passes through in the Django admin portal so that all of the functions have appropriate names. So next we go on to views. So here is where all the rendering happens for the page. So as you can see, I define these views here, and I also pass in information from models using this command here, and then I create the variable context and pass that through for each one. So that works with the dynamic title. So as you can see, each one's got the variable title which is passed through with this context. And it also passes through information from models as well. And I think just to quickly show, there's admin as well, where the models are defined. If I just go back to the page now, I will quickly show on the admin portal. So as you can see, those classes are here. So I've got educations, hobbies and skills classes, in which you can add different dynamic content here, and you can change it around and stuff. So this was all static data previously, but I decided to make it dynamic just to show I can really. And as you can see, if I go to add, so I can add title and a description, and that's saved accordingly in the Django admin page. I think the last thing I quickly wanted to show you was the web page is also hosted on alicewoodard.com. So my friend has a server and they let me borrow a little bit of space on it, help me set it up, but that's now available constantly, so it's not just hosted locally. It appears to be down, but it is there. As you can see, look, it's had some problems, I think, while it was while I was recording this video. It must have gone down, but as you can see, that is hosted remotely now. So thank you for watching. Please be in contact if you have any questions about this. I'm happy to explain anything in further detail if you need some more evidence. Thank you.